2K25 is finally here, and today I'm gonna show you guys a build that can do it all. If you guys are looking for a build that can shoot and green up from anywhere on the court, finish at the rim and dunk on people with ease, dribble, combo up, and break ankles while still being able to play amazing defense, the build I'm going to showcase you guys in this video is the one for you. And not only will I show you guys this build, I'll also show you guys how to upgrade this build as well. But enough talking, drop a like and hit that subscribe button for more NBA 2K25 build videos. But with that being said, let me showcase you guys this build. Alright y'all, for all my people that just got NBA 2K25, when you load up in the main menu, you guys will be greeted by this screen right here where you can basically choose anything that you want to, the game mode that you want to play. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and select the My Career tab, and then you'll be brought to this screen right here. Now, after you guys have made it to this screen right here, what you're going to do is you're basically just going to click on an empty slot, and then you guys will see this cutscene right here, and then it'll take you to the actual My Player Builder. And then after that, you'll be taken to this screen right here where you just have to click an empty slot once again, and then you'll be taken to the My Player Builder. Now, as you guys can see, you have three options to choose from. Either you create your own template, a Pro Tune builds, which is actually a new feature in this 2K, which is basically like builds that pro players made on the game. And then you guys obviously have the NBA template builds that was in 2K24 last year. But for the build that I'm going to show you guys today, I actually need you guys to create your own build. So we're going to select the create your own template, and we're going to build our player from scratch. And then after that, you guys will see this right here where you have to choose your first name, last name, handedness, and jersey number. Now, obviously, this type of stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't affect your build. So just pick whatever you want to. I go handedness of right. If you go left, just go ahead and go left. And then jersey number obviously doesn't matter. Just go ahead and pick whatever you want to. But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and choose the create your own template and then fill all this information out. And then after that, you'll see this screen right here where you actually have to choose your custom template. Now, for the position of this build, we're actually not going to be able to go point guard because the height of our build that we're going to go, which is 6'8", we're not going to be able to go point guard. The max height you can actually go at point guard is 6'7". So either you want to go shooting guard, small forward, or power forward. Now, me personally, I just like to go shooting guard because I like to be placed at the shooting guard position or the point guard position when I play twos, or threes. I like to be placed at the point guard or shooting guard, depending on who you have on your team. But yeah, just go whatever position you want to. It's just basically wherever you want to get placed at. Me personally, I go shooting guard, but you can choose what you want to. And then for the height of this build, I already said it earlier, we're gonna go a height of 6'8". This is because the 6'8" builds are low-key all around. You guys will see in the stats of this build that this build can literally do everything, and I'll show you guys multiple versions as well that can cater to everybody's liking. So yeah, for the height of this build, we're actually gonna go 6'8" because we're making a 6'8" demigod. But now it is actually time for the weight of this build. Now, for the weight of this build, this is basically kind of like personal preference. Me personally, on all my ISO builds, I like to go minimum weight, but for this build, I actually kind of changed it up. I actually went 210 pounds for my weight because I just wanted to be a bigger body on defense, and I'm also going to be putting some strength on this build as well, so the weight will also help with that to actually unlock that strength ability. So yeah, I went 210 pounds on my build, but if you guys just want to be as fast as possible, go ahead and go minimum weight. Be my guest. I went 210 pounds on my build, so yeah, go ahead and choose what you want. If you're going to put strength, I definitely recommend go a higher weight. If you just want to be as fast as possible to ISO and just be a tall guard that can ISO, go ahead and go minimum weight. But now for the wingspan of this build, and the wingspan is actually very important, so I need you guys to pay attention here. Wingspan will affect your shooting, so you guys want to make sure that you guys pick the right wingspan for your build. And for the wingspan I went on this build is 7 foot, just so that we can keep that 83 three-pointer for that bronze limitless range. And also, one thing I want to mention is we will have a high midi on this build, so you will be able to unlock good jump shot bases. But before we move on, with the NBA and NFL season approaching, I want to put you guys onto Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is the easiest way to make money while watching your favorite players, and if you sign up using my code, you'll get special offers like Travis Kelce at 0.5 yards, Dak Prescott at 0.5 yards, or even LeBron James at 0.5 points. Plus, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100 when you use my code. So click the first link in the description, sign up using code 3ball, and let's make some money. So yeah, make sure you guys go 7 foot wingspan to keep that 83 three-pointer. If you guys want to go higher, go ahead and be my guest. Use my build as a template. If you think you can shoot with like a 70s three-pointer, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and be my guest. Me, I want that 7 foot wingspan so I can grab that 83 three-pointer just for that bronze limitless, and I'll show you guys as we go over the stats. But yeah, this is what I went for the custom template of this build. Position shooting guard, height 6'8", weight 210 pounds, and a wingspan of a 7 foot. But after that, it is now time for the best part about this build, which is the attribute. Now, as you guys can see, the My Player Builder is split into 6 different categories instead of 5: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, and physical. Now, the first category we're gonna go to upgrade is our finishing, and that is gonna be our driving dunk. And let's just say this build can finish at the rim, because we're gonna go and upgrade our driving dunk all the way up to an 89. This is so that we can actually unlock 2 pro contact dunks on this build, and especially if you use your cap breakers, you can get actually elite contact dunks on this build, depending on how much you use on your driving dunk. But as you guys can see right now, we have an 89 driving dunk with bronze posterizer, and we can actually get silver because all I need to do is come down here and go ahead and upgrade my my vertical to a 78 so that I can unlock those pro contact dunks and get that silver posterizer. But yeah, after that, that is pretty much it for the finishing category. We're gonna come back to this later. And as for your standing dunk, you don't need to upgrade this anymore because all you need is a 45 plus standing dunk to get standing dunk animations in this game. So as you guys can see, we have a 49. So don't go ahead and upgrade this. Unless you want more animations, you can go ahead and do that, but I really don't recommend it. The 45 standing dunk will be more than enough, and just don't waste attributes or anything like that. So yeah, that is it for the finishing category for right now. We'll come back to this later. But now it is time for the next category, which is shooting. And the first thing that we're gonna go to upgrade is we're gonna upgrade our three-pointer all the way to an 83, like I said earlier, so that we can get that bronze limitless range, as you guys can see right there. Now, this is not the only shooting style we're gonna go to upgrade, because we're gonna actually be able to shoot mid-ranges on this build and unlock really good jump shots on this build. And to do that, you actually need to go in and upgrade your mid-range all the way up to an 89. Now, as you guys can see, when we put our mid-range to an 89, we'll be able to unlock good jump shot animations, as well as we'll get set shot specialist on gold on this build. And we're also gonna get shifty shooter as well. We just need to upgrade our speed and physicals. But yeah, the shooting badges on this build are actually crazy. We get silver deadeye, bronze limitless range, so we can shoot from deep on this build, just a little bit behind the 3-point line. And we're also 6'8" for that fact, which this badge right here is actually gonna be really good when it comes to hitting standstill jump shots. So yeah, this is it for the shooting category. 83 3-pointer, 89 mid-range. Now, if you wanted to go no mid-range and just have that 3-pointer, you can go ahead and do that, save attributes where you want to. But this is actually the best way I think you should make the build, because the jump shots you can unlock with an 83 3-pointer, I'm not sure how good they will be. So yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and copy this down for the shooting for my version of the build. And then as for your free throw, if you want to put a free throw, if you play Rec Pro Am or any 5v5 game mode, go ahead and do that, be my guest. Just for this case right now, I didn't upgrade any free throw, but if you plan on playing any of those game modes, go ahead and upgrade it. But now it is time for the next category, which is the playmaking category, and we're gonna keep this as simple as possible. What I need you guys to do is I'm gonna need you guys to go to upgrade your ball handling all the way to an 86, and make sure you keep this at an 86 because we don't want to lose that silver ankle assassin, because as you saw in the clips earlier, I was low-key getting some stun animations, and I feel like this badge right here will help with that. So make sure you guys go and keep this on at least minimum silver. Don't drop this to an 85 ball handling to save points that you don't need to save for. Just keep this at an 86 so that you can get that silver ankle assassin badge, and you also get silver handles for days and silver unpluckable on this build as well. You know, when people are spamming and stuff like that, you can't get ripped, or even when you're dribbling, you're not gonna get tired or anything. So yeah, keep this ball handling at an 86, and then for your speed with ball, you're actually not gonna max this out. You're gonna put this at a 75. This is so that we can get silver lightning launch. As you guys can see, when we go 74, we can't get that silver lightning launch. So I need you guys to keep this at a 75 so that we can get that badge. Now, you guys may be thinking you'll move slow on this build, but trust me, silver lightning launch is actually crazy. There's a lot of clips of people out there dribbling with silver lightning launch with the 6'8" build, and you guys already know this build is gonna be fast with the right dribble moves and all that type of stuff. Once we start figuring those dribble moves out, you already know this build is gonna be fast. So yeah, keep the speed with ball at a 75 for that silver lightning launch. And then the last thing for our playmaking category, we're gonna put our pass accuracy all the way up to a 75. Now, I see some people going a 71 pass accuracy, but I like to go 75 just so I have that perfect median. Even when you're playing on the 3s, the 2s, or anything like that, you can make passes across the court and your passes won't be slow, so you're not throwing any turnovers and stuff like that. Like I said, I do see people going 71 pass accuracy. You can go ahead and do that up to your discretion. I like to go 75 in my opinion, just so I can play in every game mode. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the playmaking category. I need you guys to go ahead and copy this down exactly. Don't really change anything too much on the playmaking category, because this is just super important and you don't want to mess up your build. But now it is time for my favorite part about this build, which is the defense. And this build is all around just because of the defense. We can actually guard almost any position on this build, and the first category we're going to start with is our perimeter defense, and we're going to put this all the way up to an 85. And this is so that we can actually get that silver on-ball menace badge. Now, right now, you guys see I can't unlock it. That's because I have to actually upgrade my speed and agility, but we'll go ahead and do that later. But yes, we will get silver on-ball menace on this build, and we also get silver challenger as well. And I'm going to actually show you guys a version that has a 92 perimeter defense, but some things will be sacrificed, but I'll show you guys that in a second. But for my version of this build, an 85 perimeter defense was just fine for me. I feel like I can stay in front of people with an 85 perimeter defense with silver on-ball menace. So yeah, I should be good with that, and you should probably as well. So yeah, keep the perimeter defense at an 85, and then after that, we're going to come down to the steal, and we're going to go ahead and put that all the way up to an 85. Now, an 85 steal is going to be actually really good because we can actually unlock silver glove on this build and gold interceptor as well. And as you guys know, the passing lanes low-key might be overpowered this year from the clips I've seen, and from what I've played, the passing lanes low-key look overpowered. So that gold interceptor is going to be key, and it's just going to help you get a lot more steals and help you get the ball back, as well as that silver glove is going to be good as well. Obviously, you're going to be able to rip people with an 85 steal, and if you wanted to go higher on this, go ahead and be my guest. If you wanted to go lower to a 79 to save attribute, you guys can, but I like that 85 so I can get that gold interceptor as well as a silver glove as well. So yeah, for the steal, you can either go 85 and then just do whatever you want with it, or just go 91, whatever you guys want to do. But me, I keep it at an 85. But now for this next category, which is the block. Now, you can do two things for this. You guys can go to a block of an 84 to get that silver paint patroller, but me, I went to a block of a 74 just so I can get bronze paint patroller. I feel like that's fine with me. As long as my hands are up in the paint and stuff like that, I should be fine to get blocks, and I should be fine to get stops in the paint regardless, because I feel like your attributes actually matter. So when you have that interior defense rating with the long wingspan and all that type of stuff, you should be good. So yeah, 74 block with your hands up, you should be fine to get stops on almost everybody. If a guard is going up on you, you're gonna get stops. If a center is going up on you, more likely than not get the stop regarding your positioning and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to go 84 and get that silver paint patroller, go ahead and be my guest. But for me to keep this build a little more median, I went for a 74 block. But then after that, that's pretty much it for the defensive category. As for the rebounding category, I didn't upgrade this too much because we're ISO build at the end of the day, and I don't really think you need any rebounding unless you're gonna be playing a 1v1 court. At that rate, you gotta lower your pass accuracy, then put some rebounding. But yeah, if you don't plan on playing 1v1 court, if you plan on playing 2s, 3s, or even 5v5, you can go ahead and not touch the rebounding and you should be straight. So yeah, for the rebounding, just don't go ahead and touch it, in my opinion. But then after that, it is now time for the last category, which is our physicals. And now for the physicals, you guys want to go ahead and pay attention here. For your speed, you're gonna actually go ahead and put this all the way up to an 85. And basically what speed affects is how fast a player can run or sprint around the court without the ball. So this doesn't have to do with anything with you having the ball. It's just how fast you run without the ball. So an 85 speed is a good median, you feel me? Like, you should be fast enough to run on the fast breaks, or you should be fast enough to run on the 2s and 3s courts. And basically it's just a good median. So yeah, I keep my speed at an 85. I actually went to an agility of an 80. Now this actually affects your defense and how fast you can shuffle your feet and stuff like that. So an 80 agility is really good paired with that 85 perimeter defense plus the silver on-ball menace. So you should be straight with an 80 agility. If not, you can go ahead and increase this if you want to. Just do whatever you want to with your build. But yeah, an 80 agility is good for me because this is how fast you run laterally and without the ball and stuff like that in short bursts. So an 80 agility is what I went on this build. But if you go higher, just let me know in the comment section whatever you guys think. But then after that, the build is actually pretty much complete. Now with the remaining attributes, you guys can go whatever you want to do. If you guys want to put it on strength and actually get that strong handle badge, which I've seen people push people out the way with this badge, you guys can go ahead and do that. Be my guest. But one thing I do want to show you guys that's low-key kind of cheesy is if you guys are playing the 2s and want to post up a small guard, you can go ahead and put this on your post control. And y'all check this out right here. You can actually get an 85 post control on this build, and you can actually get hook specialist on silver with an 80 close shot. So you can do post hooks on this build if you're good with it, obviously. And then you can do post fades on this build with gold post fade phenom, which is actually crazy. And you also get silver post up poet, which I don't know how good this badge is. Obviously my first day on the game. But yeah, if you guys want to do this and just be toxic, you guys can go ahead and do that. Or if you guys want to put it on strength for the silver strong handle, go ahead and do whatever you want to. But me personally, I would put it on the post control because like it's just another way to score and stuff like that. So yeah, me personally, I'm putting it on the post control. Or if you want to put it on your free throw, like I say, you plan on playing record prime, go ahead and put it on your free throw, do whatever you want to. But then if you copy my exact version of the build, after that I really just put my remaining stats on my standing dunk and then my offensive rebound, and then you guys can see I'm at a 99 out of a 99 overall. And yeah, after that, this is the first version of the build, which I actually went. You can finish at the rim, you can actually do post moves, you can shoot, obviously you can handle the ball, you can play defense all around, you can do a little bit of rebounding, and then the physicals are really good. You're fast, you're not gonna be slow on a 6'8 build. But then yeah, after that, this is the first version of the build. And as for the takeovers, you guys can see these are the takeovers you can actually unlock on this build. This build is actually crazy. You get a lot of good takeovers. You can get post takeovers, you can get rebounding takeovers, you can get defensive takeovers, you can get all that type of stuff. So yeah, these are all the takeovers you can unlock. You can get every single takeover, and yeah, this build is actually really good. But now let me show you guys the shades that we get for this build, and then the build name that we get as well. You guys can see we get shades of Isaiah Ryder, Herbert Jones, and Devin Vassell. And the build name that we actually get is a 2-way 3-level shot creator, which is actually a pretty decent build name. I don't know if this was in the game last year, I really don't remember. But yeah, this is a pretty good build name, and this is the first version of the build that I recommend you guys going. But after seeing this version of the build, let me know what you would tweak in the comment section. Now let me show you guys the second version of this build with more defense with gold defensive badges. All right, y'all, as promised, here's another version of this 6A build that actually gets gold defensive badges. You guys can see right here, we get gold perimeter badges right here. You guys see gold challenger, gold on-ball menace, gold pick dodger, and Hall of Fame off-ball pest. Now obviously I had to sacrifice some things on the build. That's just how it's gonna be. We actually lost our paint patroller badge because we had to drop our block to a 70. Then we actually lost our 89 mid-range and actually had to go down to an 87 mid-range. And then for our post control, we lost our post control as well, a little bit of our standing dunk. But yeah, you guys can go to screenshot this right here. If you guys want a version with like gold defensive badges and some really good defense, go to make this version right here. And as for the takeovers, you kind of do lose some takeovers that you can unlock just by going a little more defense. But here are the takeovers that you can actually unlock right here. You guys see a pretty decent variety, but you do lose some takeovers going more specific on a category than another and being balanced. And as for the shades of this build and the build name, we get shades of Eddie Jones, Herbert Jones, and DeJounte Murray. And then the build name we actually get is a 2-way 3-level shot creator. So yeah, this is the version with gold defensive badges. Let me know what version you would go in the comment section. But yeah, this is the second version. Let me know what you would change as well. But now now that I showed you guys the stats of this build, let me go and show you guys how to actually upgrade this build. All right, y'all, now it is actually time for me to show you guys how to actually upgrade this build. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. You can only get to an 85 overall because, you know, the game just came out. Nobody has unlocked Rebirth. Nobody's really a 90 overall like that. But yeah, to get to 85 overall, you're working with limited stuff. So this is the best way I could low-key upgrade it to unlock some animations, to unlock some good jump shots, and just be all around. Now, like I said, upgrading to an 85 overall, you're kind of limited, but this is something I would do right here. I'm not gonna go over every single stat. Just go ahead and look at it, screenshot it if you need to. But yeah, this is a perfect median on what I would actually go ahead and upgrade on this build. It has a little bit of everything. Like I said, 85 overall, you don't got too much to work with. So yeah, go ahead and screenshot this. Let me know what you would change in the comment section. All right, y'all, that is pretty much it for today's video. I showed you guys this build and I showed you guys how to upgrade it as well. Make sure you guys go and drop a like and hit that subscribe button. 100,000 subscribers on the way, as well as make sure you guys go and drop a like for more NBA 2K25 build videos. But with that being said, it's been your boy 3Ball, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.